Okay, in this footage, we're going to see a young Sasquatch here knelt down. I'm going to go to edit just to lighten the video up a little bit. And this is a close-up image. I'll show you the one further back here in just a moment. But I just wanted to brighten this up and get as much detail out of it as we can before I go to the other image. Okay, there we go. Look at the detail in that coming in. Okay, so this was taken late at night. Um, Super cold out, but we're going to take a look here. You can see this Sasquatch. He's got one of those prominent naval cavities that those the little guys get further development in them. But look at his beard there. You can see the hair coming in on his beard. You can see the classical conical head shape, right? And if you look closely here, you can see this little juvenile. See its nocturnal shade lenses right there. And see its hand right here coming over, wrapping around his skull. You can see he's interlocking his fingers right here, catching a rod. See his fingers holding on. Pretty amazing stuff. I can't tell if that looks like a little juvenile right here even. See his conical head here. You can see his eyes. There's his little nose. And there's a little one on his shoulders riding on his back. See his shade lenses on there. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can get a pretty good look at him. That's pretty clear footage, folks. At night, that's pretty decent footage. When you're taking footage late at night, you're not going to get much better than that. Look at that. You get the detail right on his face there, especially that far into the bush. Just amazing. Okay, so I'm going to try to lighten this up a little bit, and I'm going to zoom it out to the bigger image here in just a moment. Um, Now, from the looks of it here, I'm not real certain, but it looks like there's one right here, well camouflaged. I'll go back to the video and see if there's any movement on him, but I'm pretty sure there's one right here, and quite possibly, well, I know there's one right here. Look at this. Wow, check this out. Here's the hair. Here's the green face. This Sasquatch here has its face tinted green from tree sap. Here's its little eyes. There's its mouth. You can see it's one little, its tusk tooth there, or whatever you want to call it. Its bottom fang teeth. It's got two bottom fang teeth. Just a small little juvenile. You can see it smiling. Look at that. That one little tooth is sticking way up there too. Look at that. I'm gonna try to get a little more sharpness in on that, and that is a hobbit-sized Sasquatch, folks, is what that is, because it's got a little juvenile on its head. Look at that. Right here is another little juvenile. See its nocturnal shade lenses, and there's its nose. Must be a small mother, most likely, on its head. So, and then it looks like there's a little baby here, little baby here. Looks like there's a little nursery of them all staged there together. Sometimes they'll do that when they go out scavenging and whatnot. They'll stage all their babies together in one location. Um, so that's most likely what's going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and click done, and I'm going to try to do some more enhancements on this just to see what we can do to this footage. That overexposure, it lightens things up, but man, it really distorts the image right off center, so that's not going to work too well. I'm going to try to go the other route with the contrast and shadow, negative shadow. We'll try that. Positive shadow, lighten it up some. Look at this little one here. You can start to see some of the definition on his face or its face. You can see its shade lens there on its eye. Starting to get some detail on that little baby there. Alright. But that right there, folks, is that one larger Sasquatch. I don't know if that's a. I would think that that is a young adult right there. The one with the Sasquatch around his conical head there, gripped around his conical head. He's probably a young adult or an older juvenile, I should say. Um, Now, if I go turn the sharpness up on this some, it might help. Let me see. I don't want to overdo it, but it does help with the eyes here on this one. The one with the skin stained green. Look at that. It helps with the details in the face of that one. Coming in pretty good, especially on the young one that's on top of its head there. See pretty good on that one. See if I turn the definition up a hair. Okay. Yeah, I mean it helps some, no doubt, but it drowns out in other areas. Like right here, it really getting to see the detail on this one here behind them. Look at that. Really starting to get the detail on those two. But it's drowning out some of the other definition. I turn the definition up. Maybe I should turn down the sharpness some on the other. Maybe that'll help. Either way, I think I'm just going to take them down to about a 30 each, and we'll just take that as the average and go with it. Maybe less than that. See the 30 with this one. There we go. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go to the other image that's further back so we can get another layer of detail there. Start to get a better scene of what we got going here. And I think you're going to be quite surprised at what we got going here. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and lighten this one up just from the start here. Um, so I'm just going to set the settings basically what the other one was. Okay. Now, if you see here, we have a adult standing there. Side profile view. Okay. Let me see here. So I'm going to go to markup. So we have an adult. Here's his shoulder. Here's his head. Right. His eyes. And here's his chest, right? And then his other arm is right here. And then there's an arm right here that's grabbing onto the adult's arm, which is this guy is grabbing onto the adult's arm right here and being lifted up out of that position. And that's what we're going to see here in just a moment. And we'll clean this up to where we actually can get a pretty good image of it. It might not be this big one here being lifted up. It looks like there's a littler Sasquatch back there that's holding onto his arm. That's what it is. He's looking to his right. I know, my longtime viewers, I know you can see that little one there looking back. He's got his little shade lenses on, cute as a button. Um, okay, so let me see here. I gotta try to get this lighting just right here. Uh, that's about as good as I want to get it. Okay, so we look back here. You can see his little eyes right there. And then it's got its arm coming down this way. There's its fingers. And then right here is a little juvenile that's latched onto his arm, getting right up out there. And you can see its shade lenses there. And then there's one right here. You can even see its little conical head and its shade lenses. They're both grabbing onto his arm there. See that? Latched on heavy. There's a lot of Sasquatch activity in this. There's so much activity. that it's very easily you can misinterpret the image, because they blend so well. The position of the Sasquatch or the face definition. Uh, I might get it wrong from what you see, but just know that there's heavy Sasquatch activity in the photo. I might not get all the markups right, which I know I don't. That's pretty much a guarantee, but there's so much activity, 80% of it is right. Which you can see that young adult standing there. You can see he doesn't have much hair on his body, just on his head there. He's got patches of fur, which you can see. He's got patches on. He's patched up, but he doesn't have a full body of fur on him. Now they harvest their fur during the summer to make winter coats and stuff for the babies for the winter, and they try to get it to grow back in by the time winter hits, but sometimes it just doesn't work so well for them. So here's a large Sasquatch back here. Now he is so well blended, but he's in here. You can see his eye right there. See his pupil. But this Sasquatch that's right here standing up and back here in that vegetation, he's like 20 feet back there from this tree because the camera don't show depth perception in the woods. So he's sitting way back in there, and the sizes are totally different. It's hard to judge him, but you can definitely see him there. I got his mark up a little wrong because from what I'm seeing here, let me take a picture of that. So this adult that's right here, right? Right here is his nose. And he's got his shade lenses on. Right. But then here's another Sasquatch back here that's you can see the partial shade lenses in his chin or whatnot. It's further back in there. Um, like I said, they get in there and stack. It's hard to get all the best images when they get so far back in there and they blend so well in the vegetation. But that right there is a good image, folks. Seeing that little baby holding on to his arm, his elbow there. Look at that. That's quite amazing. I'm pretty impressed with that photo right there. I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers. I got some more good footage I'll be putting up later today on the channel. But I'd like to welcome all my new members. If you get a chance, run over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. It's the same name, Appalachian Cryptid Encounters. But I've gotten so many videos up on that channel, like 500 and some videos. But I'm done adding videos to that platform, and I can't get no love from the platform. I must be shadow banned or something, but I'm not picking up any subscribers, so I quit putting videos up there. until I start seeing my subscriber count go up, I'm not putting no more videos up there. So what we got now is TikTok, and I started adding some stuff to Rumble. So I'm going to see about that, see how that goes. But yeah, you guys have a rest of your day, good rest of your day. And if you're in inclement weather, drive safely, bundle up. Peace.